Good morning. Happy wonderful Wednesday. Whew, we're going to talk about so many different things in this video. I'd say in this book. I'm not writing a book. First, I'm going to show you guys the things that I got in the Sephora sale. I'm VIB Rouge, so I still have until May 1st to shop, but I don't think there's anything else that I really want to try at this time that's very urgent. I just got the few things that I've kind of been eyeing for a while, and it was like, well, they're 20% off, might as well go get them. Hey, good morning. So one of the first things I really wanted to try was the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker Bronzer. This is the powder, but in the shade Mocha Mommy. I just kind of started getting into bronzer the end of last year, so here's what that looks like. So we're going to put this on today and see how it looks. Good morning. So that's one of the first things I was like, let me buy this in the VIB sale. So we got one of her powder bronzers. Then there was one foundation. Y'all know how much I love foundation. I love complexion. So there was one foundation that I was super interested in, but I kept going back and forth, like putting it in my favorites, taking it out of the favorites, putting it in the cart, taking it out of the cart. And that was the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Oil-Free Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Sunscreen Foundation. Such a long name. And the box is really beat up. It came to me pretty beat up, and it actually came to me broken. So the actual cap is supposed to look like, hold up, I put this together wrong. Okay, but the cap is supposed to look something like this, okay? Well, it came to me broken, I think just from traveling in the mail. So, but it still pumps. It just doesn't look as pretty. So we're going to use this foundation today. And then I also picked up 2 more items in the sale. So I only picked up 4 things. The Fenty Beauty Bronzer, the Shiseido Foundation. I got the shade 530 Henna. I think it's going to be a good color match. And then I picked up a pressed powder from Urban Decay. You guys know I love their Stay Naked foundation. So I'm going to try out the powder since I heard Mel raving about it. I heard Kelsey, Brianna J raving about it. A lot of the people that I really love, the way their makeup looks, the finish of their makeup, their complexion. Sephora would replace the product. Yeah, it would, but you know, it still works. It still pumps. I don't care that it doesn't look perfect. That's not really me. It still works. Like I can still pump it. I'd already tried, swatched it and everything. So it still pumps, so that's good enough for me. Still working. But yeah, I picked up the powder and it is really nice. I've already got to use it once as soon as I got it. I was like, oh, let me touch up with it. But this is the Stay Naked, the Fix Pressed Powder Foundation. Well, it comes with a charcoal infused sponge. I have not used the sponge, but I got the shade 80 Warm Red, which, if you know anything about Urban's foundations, they run more golden yellow, so even their red isn't really a true red. So I'm going to use this powder today as well. Yeah, so that's what that looks like. Does that look red to you? Doesn't look red at all. And powders a lot of the time look a lot lighter in the compact than they do when they're applied to the skin. So you're probably like, what is she doing with this powder? But anyways, I got that powder, pressed powder foundation that I like to use to set. I'll probably use just for, well, we'll see. And then the last time I picked up was a primer. Because I had the mini of this primer and I liked it, so I got the full size. Yeah, it doesn't look red at all, but on the back it says that's the shade is red. You see it says 80 Warm Red, WR. But I'm telling you, Urban, their stuff runs very yellow, very golden, which is probably why I like so many of their foundations and why I can wear so many of their shades, because that's more my undertones. Now my face does have more red in it when I look at my face. But like my chest, my neck, everything is way more golden to neutral, but the struggle. But here's the one primer I picked up. This is the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I just got a full size. I'm not going to open it yet because I still have my mini one that I was trying out. So those are the 4 items I picked up. A primer, a foundation, a pressed foundation powder, and a bronzer. I kept it really simple this year. I didn't go too hardcore. I didn't get anything super bougie this time. You know, I kept it pretty, you know, chill. So that's the Sephora stuff I use, and we're going to use that today. So I'm just going to do the whole get ready with you routine. I just walked my dog. I made my coffee. I have it right here, but it's cooling off. I don't like to drink it while it's like piping hot because I don't want to burn myself, because I've had experience doing that. And I'm going to show you guys my hair. I washed my hair yesterday and I used a new favorite Wash and Go combo. So I'm going to show you what my hair looks like when I wash it later in the day, so it doesn't have a chance to dry. Wow, I didn't 6 different orders. Oh, you made 6 different orders. That's a lot. I made 2. Because I decided on the pressed powder like last minute. I was like, oh. Because I wanted to use my, yeah. What was I talking about? Yo, literally lost my train of thought. Oh, I washed my hair last night. And so I washed it later in the day. So this is what happens to my hair. This is how much it shrinks. And it's still not 100% dry. The ends are dry, but the roots are still very damp. And I did a super deep side part. But this is just so you have an idea of like my hair pattern or whatever. I have pretty much 4A hair. Yeah, but I washed it later in the day, so it only air dried for like 2 or 3 hours before I went to sleep. And I just put the bonnet on like you just saw. And I just try and sleep on my side so that I don't completely crush the back. And yeah, so now this morning it's probably about 60% dry. It's mostly damp in the roots, of course, and then the back of my head. So I'm going to show you what I do, because this is not cute. I mean, I'm not going anywhere like this. What I do to stretch my hair, finish drying it, and fluff it. And I'm going to show you the Wash and Go combo that I use, because my hair is very, very defined. And you can feel that it has a hold on it, but it's not ultra crunchy. So one of my favorite Wash and Go combos as of late is the Mielle Organics Avocado Moisturizing Hair Milk for all hair types. This product right here. Really, really great. It's lightweight, but it moisturizes. It's moisturizing hair milk. That's what it does. And then the gel that I paired with it is Wetline Extreme, the new one with the blue top. So that's what I have in my hair today. And this will probably last me 5 days. I try not to go more than 5 days without washing my hair because my scalp just gets really itchy. And if my scalp gets itchy, I just need to wash my hair. So every like 4 to 5 days is when I'm washing my hair. Now I used to try and push it longer when I was like actually having to go to the school and like teach and stuff because I had less time. But now that I'm home, it's like I give my hair and scalp the care that it truly needs. So that's one of my favorite Wash and Go combos because it's really great. I'm going to show you guys another one that is a banger that has been amazing. Another one of my newest favorites. This is probably my #1 favorite right now. It's from Aunt Jackie's and it's their Buttercream Intensive Moisture Sealant. So this stuff with the brown and black packaging with the Curl Boss Coconut Curling Gelée. So these two, they're in the same product line. I love using these two together. It gave me the most amazing wash and go. It was soft. It lasted. It was very super defined. It looks similar to this, like before I like stretch it and finish drying it. So this is a bomb combo. This is like a holy grail combo. Same with the Mielle and the other one. This is one that I will be repurchasing like over and over again. I'm about to knock out a lot of the products I have in my collection because they just don't. I like to keep it simple with my wash and goes. I like to use 2 products or 3. I usually do go over it with an oil at the end, but 2 like products. Something to moisturize and something to define. That's all I like to do. I like to keep it very, very simple. Because I ain't got time, cuz. And I'm going to show you I'm going to show you 2 more combos that I've been loving. 2 more combos. Another one. Another combo I've been loving is the Shea Moisture Make It Last Wash and Go Curl Primer. Ooh, this one's really light. It's like white and yellow. There you go. With the Make It Last Wash and Go Defining Gel Oil. These together are also amazing. Same product line. There you go. Love these together. They give me a more beautiful, like fluffier wash and go. Like it's still defined, but it's just more, it's just fluffier. Like it's not as like flat defined like this dries. It's just fluffier, more voluminous. But I love these two together. And then the last one I've been loving together. Where did that go? Why do I just forget? Yo, I'm telling you, my brain is like, I just forgot which one. Another WashnGo combo I love. Oh, Kinky Curly. All right, and another combo I've been loving is the Kinky Curly Not Today, and I tried this one out for the first time, like the first time I use it. You can see how much I use for one wash and go. I love that you don't need a lot of these, and my results were great. And it's more of a fluffier, more voluminous wash and go. But the Kinky Curly Not Today leave-in detangler stuff, and then the Kinky Curly Curling Custard Natural Styling Gel. I really like both of these together for a wash and go as well. If I had to rank them in order of favorite to least, these are like my top 4 go-tos right now. But if I had to rank them in order, number 1 with a gold medal would be the Aunt Jackie's. My hair loves Aunt Jackie's products, and I was like looking at the ingredients. My hair, this is like a coconut kind of baseline. My hair likes coconut. My hair loves the cocoa. If I had to do a number 2, would be the one that I have now, which is the Miel Avocado Moisturizing Hair Milk and Wetline Extreme Gel. I love this combo. It's wonderful. It's great. If I had to do a number 3, it would be, I kind of showed them to you in order almost. The number 3 would be the Shea Moisture Make It Last Wash and Go line. And then my number 4 would be the Kinky Curly. But these are my top 4 combos right now when it comes to wash and goes that give me definition, but my hair is moisturized, and it will last at least, well, it will last 5 days looking really good, like looking great. Like I would do a photo shoot on day 5 with the hair results I get from these products. So those are my top wash and go combos. Let's get into the makeup now and how I actually style my hair, because I don't go out like this. Because right now I look a little cray-cray, and that's okay. Oh no! Stuff is falling. I have a lot of stuff on my countertop right now. A lot. I'm just going to put these things away real quick, and then we'll jump into the face and the hair. So I'm going to show you guys how I get my hair from being like this flat, weird, shrunken thing into how I like to wear it. All right. I'm probably going to need, the blow dryer. All right, we're gonna start with the hair because I'm gonna band my hair, and I'll show you how I do it. So first, before I like to band my hair, I need my hair to be at least like, 85% dry, to be honest, or this doesn't look as good and I lose some of the definition. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to blow dry my hair. This is loud, so if you have headphones, you might want to just mute this part. It won't take me too long, and I'm going to go ahead and take off my concentrator nozzle for now. You can put a diffuser attachment on if you want to, but I'm just going to go on with the just regular old blow dryer and really try and get the hair to dry some more. But before I do that, let's take some sips of coffee. So good. I have just so much going on up here. So much going on. But it's okay. I make it work. All right, and I'm going to do high heat, medium, and then I'll probably switch to high speed. And my hands are slippery because my hair is so moisturized. Like, Sometimes I can't move the buttons. And you'll see that I like kind of gently lift my hair up so I can really get into the roots and get it dry. I'm going to turn it up to high speed, high heat, just so I can do this faster because I really don't like spending time on this part. Alright, so after a couple minutes of blow drying, I've got my hair to about 90% dry now. It's pretty much 100% dry around most of my head, but just in this part where I have most of my hair layered up. In the roots, it's still damp, but that's okay because it's the roots. When it comes to my wash and goes, I really care about the ends being the most defined. I'm not really too concerned about the roots because we're going to stretch those out anyway. So let's move on to banding. And on day one, I really only need to band my hair for like 35-ish minutes, and then I stretch with the blow dryer, and that's how I kind of get my day one hair. But I feel like my hair looks best on day 2, 3, 4, and 5. But you'll see. So I'm going to get some hair ties. Various kinds. They're all kind of together under here because I do this, like this is a reoccurring process with me. Okay, so I've got my hair ties. I've gotten some silk ones, like silk scrunchies. Let me separate them. And I have more under there, but I can only find 2 real quick. And then I have like your regular hair ties that don't have any plastic or metal on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with this small section over here, since I want a deep side part, because when I fluff it all out, it's going to be so cute. I'm very excited. This is my first time kind of experimenting with the deep side part. So I'm going to start with this small section over here, and I just parted it with my fingers from the other portions of my hair, and the roots are still damp. And I'm just, you can see I'm smoothing all the hair into a ponytail. I'm going to take a ponytail holder. And I'm going to make a ponytail. I try and loop twice at the root to really get that stretch, and then I'm going to tie down the length of my hair, like make loops. And this is banding. Now this is like more loose banding compared to like traditional like threading. They do it a lot tighter, but you can see that my ends are completely dry and they're already really defined, and that's what I care about. But I want the root and the length of my hair to be elongated and stretched. So now when I take it out, it's going to hang about 1 inch to 2 inches lower than what it does naturally because my hair shrinks so much. And I'm going to blow dry it to stretch it too and all that. So that's band number 1. And then I kind of come to, I like to do the front portions first. Then I'm going to do this top section. Like I said, I'm just parting with my fingers. Remember, the roots in this part are still pretty wet. We're going to take This top portion, I'm like smoothing and pulling the hair, so I'm already kind of stretching the root right now. You can tell. Pulling it to the side. I'm gonna do the same process. Banding it twice around the base and then start to move down the length of the hair. And I'm just smoothing the hair down as I go. And I'm leaving the ends. I'll leave probably what, about an inch, inch and a half of the ends. Cool story. And then we're gonna do, I normally have anywhere from 2, depending on how lazy I am, to 5 bands total. I think we're gonna end up with 5 with the way I have my hair parted. Now I'm gonna do this bottom section right here. I'm taking the hair tie. And sometimes I go over them twice, like I'll put 2 hair ties around if I feel like I want more stretch. But I usually don't do that on the first time I'm stretching my hair. I do that like day 2, 3, 4. Usually day 1, I just go with 1 hair tie per section. All right, so we've got 3. Yeah, actually we'll have 4. And then I'm gonna do this back section. Hopefully y'all can see. Just like back middle section. I'm actually gonna pull it up higher, like a middle of the head ponytail, so I can get the roots of the bottom layer of my hair stretched as well. And the same thing. We're just, hopefully y'all can see. Just smoothing the hair down as I go. So these are my 4 bands for today. I know, don't I look so cute? I look like elementary school. And now I'm gonna leave them just like this. And you can do your edges at this point too. If you want your edges to be fancy. I don't think I'm gonna do fancy edges today. They're pretty, they're kind of already sort of laid-ish. They're very flat, so we're gonna leave my edges as is, but normally this is the time you do your edges too, and you're gonna let your hair kind of set like this. So I'm gonna let it air dry. I'm gonna put my bonnet back on. My bonnet is dry, it's not wet. And it's very loose, as you can see. This is the kind of one that has the elastic, and it's very loose, so it doesn't apply any tension. I just like to cover my hair. I don't know. I'm gonna leave the edges exposed because we're gonna do makeup and skincare and all that. And at the end, I'm gonna go back and blow dry it after I finish my makeup. So I'm gonna let the bands kind of stretch it out and let it continue to air dry. And then I will blow dry over the top of my bonnet in the bands. I will blow dry the bands without the bonnet. I will blow dry each individual band, and then I will blow dry without the bands, and we'll have our finished hair product. Let me check on the time real quick. Okay. All right, I'm doing fine on time. So now I'm going to show you guys what I do to my face in the morning, and we're going to use the new makeup products to do my go-to makeup look. This is like, I got a lot of time. This is like my simple go-to look. It's going to take me long because I'm going to be explaining and talking and just enjoying the process, but this is my go-to school makeup look, work makeup look. I'm just going to hang out at a friend's house makeup look if I'm going to wear makeup. So yeah, but just using new products, but techniques are the same. Step 1, I'm going to wash my hands. So let me grab my bar soap. I like to use antibacterial soap. Before I go in and like touch my face. All right, hands are washed. And now we're gonna go into the face. My skin right now is not dry, nor is it oily. It's like very balanced from what I did last night. So we're just gonna go in with some warm water and just wipe my face down and then apply skincare. Since I'm doing my makeup close to when I woke up, I'm not super oily because I do have more oily combination skin. So I'm just gonna take my face rag, adding some warm water to it. And this is our cleansing today. I'm going to go around my eyes because I have allergies. Pretty good. Go over my lips. I'm just going to kind of wipe my face of any excess whatever. But it felt pretty good. It wasn't like, you know, I already removed all my makeup and stuff last night and did the whole shebang. And I don't want to overstrip my face. All right, my face is cleansed. Step 2, we're going to tone. We're going to add some hydration back into the skin since it's been since last night. And I'm going to use this Innisfree Intensive Hydrating Toner with green tea seed. I love this. I've been more into hydrating toners. I just apply it in my hands. And then I just go in and rub it in my face. Now it's very liquidy. So yeah, it does like run down my hands and stuff, but that's okay. And I take it on my neck too. All the toner. Push it in the face. All right, toner done. Next, my daytime like serum / treatments. I mix 3 things together because I like to mix things. I'm going to use a hydrating antioxidant serum from Caprice. I'm going to use the Ordinary Niacinamide and Zinc. Niacinamide 10%. I love niacinamide. And then I'm going to use a vitamin C booster powder. So this is L-ascorbic acid in powder form, so that it doesn't like spoil or go rancid. So I'm going to take all 3 of these things and mix them together in my hand. So I'm going to take the antioxidant serum first, put some of that in my palm. Then I'm going to go to niacinamide serum, put some of that right on top. And then I'm going to take the powder vitamin C, and it comes with a little scooper, as you can see. And I take a full scoop. I put them all in my palm. I'm going to mix it together with my finger. And that is my super antioxidant niacinamide vitamin C serum that I create by mixing those together. And you'll see it does turn white. And I go in and I just put it all on my face. And I use a pretty generous amount as well, as you can see. But I literally just massage this into the skin. Put it on my neck too. I take it all the way around my neck. And I love the way it leaves your skin. Like the skin is very hydrated and plump. And it feels tacky. Like I feel like this could almost be a primer, but you want to seal it in with moisturizer, and we still need SPF. So that's my little treatment trio that I mixed together. And now we're going to go in and moisturize now that it's kind of sunk into the skin. And you can tell because it gets less and less tacky the more it like absorbs. So that's why I like tapping my face. And now for moisturizer, I'm going to go in with the, Philosophy Renewed Hope in a Jar SPF 30. I really like this moisturizer. It's a little bit heavier than moisturizers I would normally gravitate towards in my past. So I'm going to take about that much. Just pretty generous. I like to start like putting some on my forehead, because my forehead is very large. I go over my eyelids carefully. You don't want to get this in your eye. But I do go over my eyelids, go all the way out to the perimeter of my face. I go over my ears, go behind my ears, on my neck, and the back of my neck, which since I cut my hair a little shorter. And if I feel like I need more, I will take some more. So I put some more on my neck specifically. And the back of my neck. And you can tell that my neck is darker than my chest because I wear a lot of shirts that are like this, and over the years, my face and my neck are just a lot darker than the rest of my body. So to try and balance everything out, you know, I really make sure to apply SPF in those areas and make sure I wear a variety of like shirt and top styles so that I don't end up with this permanent like floating head that's detached from my body. But yeah, that is it for morning skincare. Those are the steps that I take. So while I'm just letting all of this kind of marinate a little bit more, and whatever's left over, you just see me, I rub on my hands, I rub on my arms. That's just a habit. I'm gonna drink some more coffee and then we'll go on to the makeup part. Yay! But yeah, the quality of my skin has increased tremendously. Like, I wish you could touch my face. And that's one thing I notice is the esthetician that I normally go to is the one at Ulta because I work with her and I get a discount at Ulta. I get 50% off services. And the first thing she said when she started touching my face was like, what do you use? Because like the way my skin feels, you can tell that I take care of it. And like I put effort into it, and I've been researching ingredients, and I feel really good about the skincare I've been using, and I'm just really happy with where my skin is right now. And the stuff I use is not that expensive either. That's another thing. It doesn't have to be super expensive for it to be effective and work and give you results. All right, let's prime. Shiseido Synchro Skin Foundation. I don't know what kind of primer would go with that. I don't want to mess it up either. Let's use the Hydro Grip primer. Thanks, I'm glad you can see a difference. I feel like it's been getting so much better. So much better. So this is my little mini Milk Hydro Grip primer. That's why I don't want to open my big one, but we're going to use that today. I like to use 2 pumps. I put one on my forehead and then one on my nose. I'm just going to rub that in. I'm going to focus in the T-zone area. And where I have, well, I don't really have pores anymore, but where I could have pores too. So like my cheek area right here, and then my whole forehead, which is very large, so I give that a full pump, and I take it down in my brows and over my eyelids. And kind of on my nose too, some more. If there's anywhere that foundation ever does break up on me, it's right on like the bulb of my nose, like right here. And I think that's just because I have larger pores definitely on the tip of my nose, and I sweat on my nose first, like, oh. And then with whatever's left over, I just kind of press it into the other parts of my face, but really just focus on the T-zone area. All right, now that we are primed, I feel like even though this is like a hydrating gripping primer, I feel like it also smooths your skin too. Does anybody feel that way about this primer? I don't know, I really like it. At first I was like, I don't see what people like this, but I enjoy it. So that's primer. Now we're gonna go on the foundation. I'm not mixing today, even though I do like mixing as of late. I used to hate it, now I love mixing. We're gonna use that Shiseido, I don't know, my voice just like shook. The Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Oil-Free SPF 30 Foundation. Yeah, y'all have seen so many people use this, and I've been so curious about it because a lot of the people that I really like, they have been loving it. I got the shade 530 Henna. Look if I can see that. Doesn't really focus. 530 Henna. I believe there's only 2 shades darker than this, maybe 3. The shades, there's a lot of gaps. The shade range is not the best. The cap is really cool. You have to like turn it and then turn it the way it's supposed to pump, which I can't remember. I'm gonna shake it. It is pretty liquidy. Shake, and then we'll go in with some. I gotta figure out what way do I turn it so it can pump. That way? Nope. There we go. So that's one pump. You can see it's super liquidy. I'm going to do two. It's very, very, very liquidy. So that was two pumps. Wow, it's super liquidy. It's like almost like water. So I did two pumps on this side of my face. And right off the bat, I would say this is definitely like a medium plus coverage. Even though it's so thin, you don't expect to get that much coverage, but you can see. I would say the color match is spot on. Thank you, people I watch on YouTube. And it spreads pretty easy. Yeah, so far so good. Doesn't really smell like anything. So far so good. I mean, it's feeling like a good everyday foundation because of how lightweight it is. Like, it's super liquidy. All right, let's do two pumps on this side. Oop, 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 oop. Oh, it's locked. I don't know which way is unlocked. This way? Nope. I gotta remember, what way do I face it so it's unlocked? Nope. To this side? Yeah. 1, 2. So that's two pumps. Just gonna go in and pat it into the skin. Because it's so fluid, it spreads really easy. And it makes it relatively like fast to blend out. Well, not even relatively, extremely fast to blend out. Ooh, I went over my eyelids. I wasn't supposed to, but that's okay. I normally don't put foundation on my eyelids for my everyday simple look. That's okay though. I'm gonna go just a little bit more over the cheek area, like jaw area. Then I'm gonna put a little bit more on this side too. And whatever's on the applicator, on the pump, I'll put that on my upper lip. Because I have discoloration there. And I'm gonna put just a little bit more on this side because I do have some dark spots on this side. Yeah, I forgot to not put foundation on my lids because I normally don't, but that's okay. Alright, so far I really like the way this foundation looks, how it feels, how it went on, how it doesn't have a smell, how fast it was to blend. And I like that the foundation locks too. Like, if you don't have it facing the right direction, if you push the top, nothing is going to come out, which I like. So far so good, but we're going to see how it wears today. What time is it? Let me go see. So we're just going to say that I put it on at 9 a.m. so I can do the math easier. So I put this foundation on at 9 a.m. Cool story. It definitely is darker on your face than it, like, after you blend it out than when you first apply it. Definitely, because I feel like the color match is spot on, perfect. And I was a little concerned at first. I thought it was going to be a little too light. But then there wouldn't be a shade for me because the next shade is too deep. Cool story. It looks good. Let's go to concealer. For concealer today, let's use the Urban Decay Stay Naked concealer in the shade 70 Neutral Yellow. And normally I don't do a bunch when it comes to like going to school. Like, I do that under my eye. A little smile under the eye. Booyaka, booyaka. And what am I looking for? I'm gonna keep the box just so I have like the facts about this foundation. I want to throw it away because there's just so much stuff out here right now. There's just so much going on my counter. I'm like trying to clear it off, so, but Alright, so that's the concealer. I'm gonna drink a little bit of coffee. And I go in with a brush. I've been all about brushes. This is a BH Cosmetics brush, 137. It's just very dense and it's kind of angled. And I just go in and I just pat the concealer in like this, y'all. Just pat, 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 pat. To blend it out. Now there is a concealer in this line, but I'm not really a super concealer person. Like, I'm not into concealers the way I am foundations, so I just chose one of the first ones I saw in the drawer of concealers. And it happened to be this one, and I'm going to focus this really just under the eye because pretend there's nothing on my lids, because I normally don't put anything on my lids for my go-to super simple makeup look. And it seems like the two are liking each other. I'm going to take it up the side of my nose a little bit. And we're going to set this with a pressed powder. And you're going to be shocked at what powder I use. But shout out to Rose Kimberly. Her and I have very similar like makeup taste too. Especially when it comes to like the powders that we like. And I think we have a similar skin type, more on the combination to oily skin. And I feel like we're around the same skin tone. Like, I might be a little bit darker than Rose, but I just enjoy her videos about, you know, her walk, her faith. I'm sad she moved because she did live in my area. She lived in Charlotte, but I never got a chance to meet her. Even though it's so funny, as soon as she moved, I started to go near the boutique that she worked at more often that she used to work at, and then she moved. So I probably could have had the chance to actually meet her in person. But I hope she does like a meetup one day, because I really do. I would travel to go see her, because like her spirit, her energy, she's a lot more bubblier than I am, but I feel like we would still be good friends. Like, I'm upbeat, I have energy, but I'm more like the silly energy, you know, like, yeah, like I like joke around and play around and be goofy. Hers is more like the bubbly, like really happy kind of energy. She's not exactly me. Now I'm just going to blend with the foundation brush around the edges of where we complied of where we applied the concealer. Just makes those beginning letter sounds all the way up. Ooh, smooth. Smooth. And now we can go ahead and set the concealer. This looks really good. My base is looking so good so far. I'm looking very shiny. That's okay, because we have a lot of SPF on, but that's okay. And the pressed powder I'm going to use is from Black Radiance, and it's their Soft Focus Finishing Powder. And this is the lightest shade they have, called Golden Almond Finish. This powder is so good. It is so smoothing. It is beautiful. All right, I'm just going to keep the concealer brush to make sure I don't have any creases under my eyes. And I'm going to take an angled brush like this to apply it. I'm really going to press it into my skin. I'm going to go ham. People still say that. So I'm going to load up my brush. The powder is very soft. I'm going to go in that area. I'm going to press it into my skin. Under my eye and on my cheekbone. You see how smooth that is? It instantly mattifies and just sets and just looks so flawless. Now, it does give you coverage though, so you will see that it brightened that area too. All right, all right, all right. Let's do the other side. I'm just gonna tap out any creases with my left hand. I am right-handed. Be careful. And then I'm gonna do the same sort of thing. Really patting in the powder. Pressing it in, and then we're gonna go in with another layer right up under that eye. And you can see I'm kind of feathering it out too to the other parts of my face. And I swipe to really get in the fine lines because I do have fine lines under my eye. Because your girl is getting older. She's getting older. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to hit just right here in between my brows. And then I'm going to do my chin. You see everything's coming together. We're adding shape, we're adding dimension. I'm going to take another shade of this powder. And I'm going to use the urban one, don't worry. But I have another one. This is the medium shade. This is creamy bronze finish. It's still a little bit lighter than my skin. Y'all can see. Still a little bit lighter than my skin. So it's still going to highlight a bit more subtly. I'm going to take that on my upper lip. Also has a little bit more like orange warmth to it, so it helps to kind of cancel out darkness. So I use that to set my upper lip. And I'm also going to go over my lids and my actual brows with the creamy bronze finish. So it's a little bit darker. All right. Next, I'm going to take a smaller, skintier brush, and I'm going to go into the lightest one, the almond finish, and I'm going to go down the bridge of my nose because the bridge of my nose she is gleaming. She's so shiny. I'm going to take this powder and I'm going to very generously apply a strip down the center of my nose to highlight it and to set it, and we'll worry about the size of my nose a little bit later. Okay, okay. I have to go all the way down, like so. And I'm going to tap off the rest, and with the excess, I'm going to go buff into the creases of my under eye a little bit. And around my eye. I'm going to go into the creases of my lid a little bit too. Just to make sure that those areas are good. Brush away any excess. Cool story. Now we're going to move on to the Urban Pressed Powder. Again, I have the shade 80 Warm Red. This is a pressed powder foundation. I like to set my foundations with pressed powder foundations. And I'm going to start with a flat top brush first. I'm going to go into the powder. This is also very soft. I'm going to take it around what we've already done. Starting on like the hollows of my cheek. And you will see that it's darker on my face than in the pan. Now I'm going to go and set my whole forehead with this. And to me, on the skin, it leans more like neutral. But I'm going to do a heavy set, so I'm using a lot of powder. This way I can make sure that I don't have to touch up and that I don't get any creases. It just makes my makeup last longer. I've been doing more soft setting, but I don't know this foundation. And this powder is not like super duper matte either. It's more, it's like a softer matte finish. Like it's not one of those super super drying powders. Like it has moringa seed oil in it. So it doesn't like suck the life out of your skin. I don't know, I really like it from the little bit that I've used it. So we're going to use this to set the rest of my face though. The tone is just a little bit off though, but that's okay. We'll get it right. I'll go up the sides of my nails as well with this. All right. I don't know how I feel about that powder all over because I just used it to touch up the center of my face the other day. I don't know, I feel like I look gray. We'll see what happens. All right, so for me, I'm a powder person. I need even more powder, but now we're just gonna use a fluffier brush. I'm gonna go in with Maybelline Fit Me powder in this big fluffy brush. It's a duo fiber. This is the shade 360 Mocha. I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to do a softer set of my whole face with this powder. Just to make sure that everything is not going to move. Especially like under here. And I love how fluffy this brush is. Okay. I think that's enough powder. Yeah. And I like touch my face to feel if there's any part that feels unset. That's how I can kind of tell if I have enough or if I need to go in with more. Alright, so now the whole face is set, but we're looking very flat. So let's add some bronzer. Trying the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker bronzer in the shade Mocha Mommy for the first time. And let me get the brush I like to use. I like to use a brush that's like this to apply bronzer. And this one is very warm, so hopefully that can add some warmth back to my face. I feel like I look a little gray and dull. Oh yes, perfect. So I'm just going to go in and apply this to the cheeks. Yeah, it definitely has warmth, which is what I'm looking for. It's really pretty. And you can see I apply it in the hollows of my cheeks, but I also kind of take it onto my cheekbone a little bit. I don't know, I feel like that looks more blended. I'm not going to apply any highlight today or blush. I normally don't wear highlight or blush, or I wear one. Like I will wear highlighter or blush or bronzer on like, good morning, on like the days where I'm doing this simple makeup look. I normally don't put anything on my eyelids, but since I accidentally put foundation on my eyelids, we're gonna just put this bronzer on my lids and call it a day. But yeah, this is definitely warming up my skin tone. Perfect. This side of my face you're not even gonna see because my hair is gonna cover it, but that's okay. We're gonna bronze it anyway. Take it all around the town. Okay. Whatever's left over on the brush, I'll put a little bit on the sides of my nose. Go over my nose too. Alright, I don't think y'all can see in this lighting, but this bronzer definitely is really pretty. It's not too red, but it does give warmth to your skin, which is what I needed because I was feeling kind of gray and dull. I don't like that. Ain't nothing dull about me, bro. Just gonna go with the brush I use for the lighter powder. Just gonna go over those highlighted areas. Alright. I like this so far. I'm liking the way the foundation looks so far. Everything is looking good so far. So I'm going to put this in the drawer. Put those two in the drawer. Awesome, awesome. So what would be next is, oh no, I need that bronzer. I'm going to put that bronzer over my eyelids, even though I normally don't put stuff on my lids like I was saying. I'm just going to use a fluffy crease brush. I'm just going to wipe it off. And I'm going to take the bronzer. I'm just going to quickly put that in my crease of my eyes. Just so that they're not getting super creasy throughout the day. I'm kind of on my lid too. I just don't want it to crease and look crazy. You always put it over the whole lid. Just put it on your lid and it'll crease. Just something really quick and fast. This is a tip for like, if you want to do something that looks like eyeshadow, but you ain't got no eyeshadow, but you got bronzer, you can just put it on your lid and in your crease. Yeah, that's pretty. That is pretty. Bum, 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 bum. Oh yeah, that's beautiful. Okay, I like that. I'm not even going to put it on the lower lash line or anything because normally I don't do anything to my eyes other than mascara. So pretend that I didn't do that. Because my lids are naturally darker, so it looks like I have eyeshadow on already, which is why I don't feel the need to actually like cover them with foundation and stuff when I do this makeup look. But I forgot. I got excited about using a new foundation. Just put it all over my face. All right, next I would do my brows. Let's take some more sips of coffee, like I really need coffee. Right. All right, I was just checking the time. I do have somewhere I need to be, but I'm doing fine on time. All right, let's do brows. Brows. I just use a black pencil for my brows, so I'm just gonna do those. Y'all have seen me do brows a few times. Can't speak English today. 9:14. Yeah, I'm doing good. Okay, thanks. So we move on to the brows. So what I'm noticing about this foundation and the products I've used is that my skin definitely has a more luminous look to it, which your girl's like trying to get used to. I might go over it with actually let me do that now before I do my brows. So this Miracle Matte Powder from Flower Beauty, this stuff is thebomb.com, and if I ever feel like I'm just a little too luminous, like it doesn't look bad, it looks really pretty, it looks, my skin looks more like skin because of the luminosity it has, but your girl likes to be matte because I don't like to touch up, and I know if I start off luminous like this, how am I going to look in a couple hours? So I'm just going to mattify this out a little bit with this Miracle Matte Powder. It is white in the pan, but it's not white on your face. I'm just going to go over everything with the big fluffy brush. Yeah, just, you know, Miracle Matte my face. Okay, I'm feeling better. Yeah, that's better. You'll see in the natural light. I feel like I'm looking washed out on camera, which is normal. It happens, especially since I have on SPF foundation. So, All right, we're gonna do the brows now. Sorry, I'm quiet. I have to concentrate. I was talking the last time I was on camera doing my brows, and I messed up. So, a fuzzy on my eye. Also, I need to speak slower. I notice I've been speaking very fast. I've been told that as a teacher. They're like, why do you talk so fast? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm just a quicker talker than people down here in the South. Actually, I really like the way that my face looks. Like, it's different. Mm-hmm. My tummy's growling. But I'm really excited. Oh gosh, my voice. Oh. I'm really excited for lunch today because I'm going to try a new restaurant. Because the bus I'm going to be riding to hand out food to the kids is going to be stopping next to this restaurant, a local small business in the area where I live. And so I want to go walk over there, or like make an order and then like walk over there and pick it up. Or I can make I don't know what order we're going in. But yeah, basically I'm going to try a new restaurant today. That is a small local business. So I'm supporting a small local business today. And it's a pizza, like Italian place. Okay. Now I'm going to take an old mascara that's kind of dried up, and I'm going to brush my brow hairs up. It's amazing. Like my brows before I fill them in, and then after, they're like totally different. All right, all right. My brows want to be thickums today. All right, I'll take it. They actually look pretty good. Pretty good. Sehr gut. Muy bueno. Yes, beautiful. Wait. And I'm just gonna brush through them one more time with the skinny side of the old dried up mascara, and then I'm done with these brows. I like the way that the hair strokes look today because I sharpened it a little bit, and that really helped. Really blending everything together. Today is like superhero day for like our district spirit week, but I don't really have any superhero stuff, so I'm just gonna wear like probably just my school shirt today. Yesterday was Hawaiian Day. I didn't participate. I was feeling so unmotivated yesterday. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, bro, I was just so unmotivated. Like, did nothing, literally, but just sat around. Had a staff meeting. I'm trying to think, what did I actually do? Oh, I did help one of my coworkers pack up some things, but oh, and I got lobster quesadillas. So good. All right, next we're gonna curl the lashes and apply mascara. Normally I would have nothing on my lids, but basically I just do foundation, concealer, powder, brows, mascara, and something on my lips. That's like my go-to kind of like everyday sort of go-to easy simple makeup look. Yo, I keep forgetting that like I have like eyeshadow on my eyelash curler from the other days. I'm like, it's getting on my lids and it makes me mad. So I'm not even gonna curl these like super intense today, just a little bit. I'm gonna go with the Essence Lash Princess mascara. I love this mascara. It's $4.99. I have like 5 backups probably. I like the waterproof one and the green one. False Lash Effect. I'm so excited for my hair, to finish up my hair. It's gonna look so nice. And I just love how simple, easy this makeup look is, because you can do any lip you want with it to like make it, to lean it more natural or to make it look more glamorous. Like if you do a red lip with this, it's gonna look way more glamorous. If you just do like a gloss, it looks more natural. So it's kind of up to you. You can choose your own adventure. I'm probably just gonna go with some gloss today. Gloss today. And I'm probably gonna record my 2 videos today as well. When I come back from the bus and eating lunch. Do I want to order a whole pizza? I don't know. They have calzones. They got breadsticks. I heard are good there. Maybe I'll just get breadsticks as a snack while I'm actually on the bus. We'll see how busy it is. If it's super busy and popping, then I'm not getting anything while I'm on the bus. But if it's really, really slow, then I might order. And I have no idea what time they open. I feel like I'm doing okay on time. I think maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna look. I'm excited to ride a new, different bus today, but it still is going to the areas where my students live. It's just a different bus than the bus I've normally been on. So I'm hoping to see some other students that I haven't seen yet since we've been out. I'm also going to put this mascara on my lower lashes. If I'm really in a rush, sometimes I don't even put mascara on my lower lashes. I'll just do the upper lashes. This is also like a look I would do like if Ulta's like, somebody called out today, can you come in the next hour and a half? I'm like, and I haven't done anything and I look, whew, this is like the kind of look I would do. Because I think if you're working like in a makeup store, it's important to, you know, wear some sort of makeup. Like you want to look decent. Because I mean, it's harder for me to trust what you suggest if it looks like you have never used those kind of products before. So I always try to make sure that I am wearing some sort of makeup when I'm working at Ulta. Especially since I mostly work in the prestige section. At Ulta, you know, I need to, you know. Now today, the products I use, most of them you can't get at Ulta. This mascara you can get at Ulta. The powder you can get at Ulta. Well, the Urban Decay powder, but everything else you cannot get at Ulta. The brow pencil you can get at Ulta. So that's another reason why I'm like playing with my makeup, because I want to be able to use the products that aren't sold at Ulta when I don't have to go work there. So it's also, I feel like, not a good thing to wear products. People are like, oh, what's that eyeshadow you have on? Oh, actually it's a bronzer, and then it's from, if I say Fenty, then I'm telling them to go to Sephora, which I love Sephora. I support our cousin, our friendly cousin Sephora. But if I'm working at Ulta, I want them to be able to purchase something from Ulta, so that means I need to wear things on my face from Ulta so people like it. I can be like, oh, that's right over here, girlfriend. That's right over here. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm taking this mascara into my brows as well, a little bit. All right. This look is basically done. All we need is a lip. And I don't know how dark this is. Let's use this Milani Ludicrous Lip Gloss in the shade So Fly. It's really pretty. Y'all see that color? I don't know how opaque it's going to be, but it looks really pretty. Yeah, that's really pretty. And yeah, it looks very natural. Cool story. All right, all right, all right. The makeup is done. It looks really pretty, really soft. Cleaning off my nose ring and my lip ring. And let's finish up the hair. Let me show you the makeup for people who just want to see the makeup. Let me go into the natural light. Oh yeah, I'm doing good on time. It's 9:30. feeling overexposed by the sun. You can see, I feel like my skin looks like skin. It doesn't look like a bunch of foundation or powder, even though I did put on quite a bit of powder. It still looks like skin to me. So yeah, let's finish up this hair and see the whole thing put together. I just realized I had my phone plugged in to charge and it wasn't even plugged in the wall. All right, so for the hair, warning, I'm about to turn the blow dryer back on to blow dry my hair with the bandit on. Again, that's high heat, high speed right now. All right, now we're taking the bonnet off. And I'm gonna go to medium speed. Or technically low, it's low and high, sorry, excuse me. Low and high, I only got 2 settings on this one. All right, so my goal during, after taking the bonnet off is to really make sure that I get each section 100% dry. Very important before we go on to the next part. So now I'm just gonna feel, like really getting the roots feel. Now my hair is 100% dry. We're gonna take the bands off. Now remember, I only had my hair banded for what, like 30 minutes while I was doing makeup, an hour? I don't know. Not that long. The longer you band, the more stretch you're gonna get, but your girl is out of time because I gotta go somewhere. I need to be there by 10:30. So I'm gonna take the bands off one section at a time because underneath the band, there still might be dampness, like on this section, which is why I started with this one. So now I'm just gonna blow dry this section outside of the band. Oh, you notice I'm like pulling my hair to stretch the roots. You notice how I'm like pulling it taut? That gives you more stretch. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn up to high heat so I can do this faster. So So I'm kind of using the tension method. So that section is done. You can see that I've already got more hang time than when it's in the band. So that section is done. I'm not going to fluff it out too much yet. And that's another important thing. You want it to be 100% dry before you start fluffing your hair and like giving it shape and all that, because that minimizes frizz when it's dry. When it's damp, it can create frizz. All right, onto this one. And also, if the hair isn't fully dry, and it does dry, what's going to happen? Those roots are going to shrink, and you're not going to get the stretch that you spent time banding and blow drying for. All right, so we have this little section done. So let's do the rest, and then we can blow dry a little bit more to make sure it really is truly dry, and then we'll fluff it out. I'm so excited for my deep part. It will fall more like in my face. I think it's going to be super duper cute. But yeah, let's do the other two sections and then we'll do some more fluffage. Now I don't want to fluff too much because it's only, you know, day 2, or you want to call it day 1. First day I'm wearing it out and dry. So I washed it yesterday, put all my product in yesterday evening. I'm like, oh, this one's really damp still. Did I even like blow dry this in the band? Hold up. We're gonna leave that one for a second. Let me go to this side since it's not that much hair. But you can see the definition is still there. I don't know why that song stuck in my head. Oh, my sister sent me a little TikTok. I don't have TikTok, but my sister sends them to me. Getting hot in here, but you can see my curly bob is coming to life now. Ooh, we still have one whole section banded, but you can see the look is starting to come to life. I'm loving it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Yes, and it's still moisturized and it's still very soft, but it has hold. That's another thing. But the more you touch it, manipulate it, and fluff it, the more frizz you're going to get. Which is why normally on day 1, day 2, whatever you want to call it today, I don't do too much to it. But I do want it to look like not super duper duper flat. So I'm going to finish up this back section and we'll be done with the hair. All right. Let me finish my coffee. Yeah, it's still pretty damp back here. That's okay. That's okay. Que hora es? Okay. Oh, wow. I'm doing good on time. Thank you, Lord. I'm doing good on my time. I'm not planning to get breakfast today. So if I were going to get breakfast, I would leave at 9:40, and I still got there super early. But since I'm not getting breakfast today, I can leave at 10:15, and I'll be good. 10:15 at the latest, but we're doing fine. Probably leave at like 10:05, 10:10. All right. All right, now I'm going to turn my blow dryer all the way. I've been doing hot and then alternating between high and low speed, but now I'm going to go to cool and high speed. All right, now my hair is 100% dry. And now I can go and kind of shape it with my hands. And break any sort of like gel cast if you still have a little bit of like a gel cast on your hair. And I'm so excited for this to get bigger because I really want it to get very like triangular. We're not quite there yet, but you know, because today's day 1, day 2. How do you want to classify it? Would you call today day 1 or would you call it day 2? I washed it yesterday and applied all the product yesterday evening. So is yesterday day 1 or is today day 1? You tell me, how do you categorize that? Or is today day 2 since I actually did the actual wash and go yesterday? And since I did such a deep side part, you can have the hair in your face, like more like a bang, like a side bang, or you can like lift it and have it like you like did the thing that people do with their hair, straight people do with their hair, where they like flip it over to the side and like leave it kind of more voluminous. But yeah, I really like the way it turned out. It feels so good. I'm telling you, that wash and go combo is awesome. Has so much more volume now than when we started, and it has a little bit more stretch to it. And like I said, I will keep stretching it as the days go on, and you'll see that it will get less and less defined on the roots and like the length of my hair, and it will become more stretched in those areas, but I'll keep the definition on the ends. That's what I really care about. So I hope this video was helpful when it came to the makeup and the hair. I'll show you guys the finished product in the natural light, and then I'm gonna get dressed and head out and finish my coffee and brush my teeth again. So this is it. Oh, let me show y'all Nola Jen. But yeah, y'all haven't seen me before. Y'all know what my hair looks like, so. I'll show you my dog. She says good morning. And here's Nola Jen on the couchy. Are you being a grouchy girl? Are you happy girl? Or are you grouchy? She's grouchy today. Okay. Well, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope this was helpful. Let me see if I can show y'all the back. Can you see the back? And you can see my hair still moves. It's not super stiff or anything. So, hope you guys enjoyed watching this. I'm going to get dressed and go. Have a wonderful, wonderful Wednesday. Stay safe, make good choices, and wash your hands.